This CWL, I'm going to be using mass furnaces. Now, this video, I'm going to be doing some friendly challenges, so shout out to Conjo, Tapin, and a couple of other players that are in here with me right now to help me freshen up. If you aren't interested in learning about the furnace attack, but you want to learn about dragons or root riders or rocket loom fireball or a whole bunch of other different things, I'm going to be doing CWL with all of the people in this clan description right here, and I will leave a link to their channel as well as what attacks they specialize in the description below. So if you're interested in seeing some very high level play, check their channels out, subscribe, like their videos. Statistically speaking, I'm actually the worst player in this clan for CWL, so I have some big shoes to fill. But with that all being said and out of the way, let's dive into locking in for CWL. Let's go. 21 stars, that's the goal. Today, I'm just in a clan with a bunch of friends. We're going to friendly challenge and warm up for CWL. So that's kind of the plan for today. Now, in CWL, if you're using the furnace attack, tip number one, raid a base that doesn't have a hook tower, especially if it's in the middle of the base. If it's on the side, I guess you can use your king to trigger it, and that's pretty easy to deal with. But center hook towers are obviously pretty difficult to deal with if you have a warden walk, right? So what we're going to do here is... Okay, I see a little bit of flame flinger value. I'm telling you, 3 buildings, 3 defenses is enough for me to justify using a flame flinger. So I'm going to just search for Teslas. Okay, that's kind of lucky. We're going to put 1 furnace by the flame flinger. That way, if skeleton traps pop up or something hits that way, the furnace will kill that before, and I don't have to multitask and watch the flame flinger anymore. That's why I have the rocket looms in this army, by the way, is to help with the flame flinger. That's literally it. Okay, we're going to keep an eye on the warden. I obviously am just going to fireball literally any building in the core because they all will hit each other from the range of the fireball if I do that. Let's just keep an eye on my warden. Okay, we're hitting the royal champion now, it looks like. Not sure where we'll go. Okay, we're going to the ricochet cannon next. We'll actually get rid of that mortar to hopefully encourage my warden to go to the left and get that wizard tower up there. Oh, what the... Ricochet cannon hit the fire mite and then hit my flame flinger. Jerk. Okay, perfect. Go to the left. Alright, we're still just watching the warden. Let's put 1 more furnace by him. Let's get that expo. And then after that, I think I can fireball. I'll just place a couple of invis spells. Well, a few. Alright, that should go center. Perfect. Good fireball. Let's go ahead, send another Coco Loon in. And what we're going to do is put another furnace right over here with 1 more. We're going to put a skeleton trap, king, queen. We're going to get them into this compartment here, hopefully. And then we're going to activate a really good earthquake boots and spiky ball, hopefully. Oh, well, let's go ahead and rage this headhunter, I guess. We'll try and get that king down really fast so that my king can get a lot of value. Let's pop the queen ability. Flame Flinger got really good value. Let's just pop the king ability now. That'll help deal with that little section right up there, and then maybe the furnace can deal with the rest of that. Okay, let's put our last furnaces down because we're running out of time. And it's looking like we're going to be able to swag the Royal Champion. Let's go ahead and put our poisoner here on these ice golems. That way they get frozen up for a little bit. We'll go ahead and invis our queen here because I'm trying to swag the Royal Champion. Nice. I think we got it. We've got 40 seconds left. We've got plenty of time. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So, again, this one I got more than that with the flame flinger, right? But I'm telling you, 3 buildings, that's good, even if they're kind of trash buildings, because what it will do is set a funnel or a counter funnel really well for whatever you want to start next. And then it also just helps with time with this attack because any warden charge can take a little while, especially if things kind of go south. But you can kind of see the power of the attack, right, if you do it well. All right, we're on to another base. Again, I'm looking for flame flinger value first and foremost. Sometimes you have to let your warden go for a little bit, get some buildings, and then put the flame flinger down. If you don't feel like you can multitask like that, a siege barracks is totally fine. You don't have to use a flame flinger. It just helps you swag royal champions. So, what we're going to try and do is fireball one of the rage towers. I'm hoping. Ooh, actually, I'm going to fireball the multi-inferno right over here. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to put a furnace on each corner. I'll probably end up using a siege barracks this raid because I just don't see any easy value for a flame flinger. There's ground expos. The heroes are on the outside of the base. That makes it a little bit more difficult. hoping that my warden will continue to walk to this left direction. And actually, I'm going to put 2 rocket loons right here on this wizard tower to kill that, so that we keep moving in that left direction, so that I can fireball that multi-inferno tower. And okay, so I'll have to invis the Expo, ricochet cannon. Once this Tesla goes down, that's probably when I'll fireball. I'll have to put 3 earthquakes down, or 3 invis spells down. Yeah. That's a great fireball. The rage towers don't have as many crazy defenses next to them. We're going to just invis the warden real quick, because I'm like kind of not paying attention. And we'll put our siege barracks, since I'm sure my warden's headed to the left, right? Well, you never know. Actually, I don't know. We're going to set the siege barracks down here anyway with another furnace. Let's put some furnaces with my warden at this point. And then we'll put the king, queen, skeleton spell down with them. We want them to walk into this compartment, so we're going to wall break right here. Oh, that wall's open. I didn't realize that. That works. Hopefully the king walks in. We're going to rage right here, just so... And what kind of CC do we have? We have a furnace, so let's just go ahead and do that. We're going to send one more Coco Loon, a Rocket Loon. That's probably going to be the best king ability that I'm going to get. We're actually going to have the Royal Champion help the king and the queen here, just to alleviate some of this raged up damage that's being kind of spit on them right now. We won't have to deal with any of the fire spitters with our warden, which is really nice. That's always helpful. I probably could have induced my queen and gotten the town hall. Okay, town hall's going to go down anyway. Really am hoping... Okay, this is one trick I'll show you guys. One thing you can do is ice block your warden so that he doesn't travel too far into the base in a weird direction, so that the Royal Champion will die now, and he's not in like a weird spot afterwards. Like, he'll follow her until she's not in Phoenix mode anymore, but now the healers didn't get themselves in a weird spot. You can ice block your warden to help deal with that interaction, right? And it also resets it, so like if the Royal Champion were to run away, then the warden would actually reset onto something else, and you wouldn't have to worry about it at all. Let's just put everything down. This one's a little bit close for time, and it kind of looks like it fizzles out a little bit, but I mean, we have an invis spell, we have a warden that's full health, we have some furnaces that are still somewhat healthy, so still I would say this is considered crushed, right? All right, we're into another hit. Let's go ahead and take a look at this base. Now, this is one reason why I bring 4 rocket loons instead of like 2. If there are no Teslas here, I can actually just send 4 rocket loons and get that ground expo, and then I'm set. But if they get wasted on a Tesla or something, I can always just use a siege barracks later, right? So let's go ahead and see if we can get that down. Perfect. Oh, well, we've got to put a furnace down now. Let's get my warden down somewhere too, because we drew some of the CC. Oh, that's a little... So we should be able to deal with this. Oh, there's a furnace in the CC. So I'm not going to be able to use my flame flinger for just a second. I'm also going to have to tank for the flame flinger. If the flame flinger tanks a couple of mortar shots, that's totally fine. It'll still get really good value. So if we can tank for it a little bit, great. I want to fireball probably the fire spitter. That's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Oh, I need to put like a furnace or something with the warden here to help speed this part of the attack up. Okay, so you can see the mortars being tanked for by like the fire mites and stuff. So we dodged 1 shot already. We've dodged 2 shots. So the furnaces and the flame flinger work so well together in this interaction. Like, you see, we didn't get a single shot. That's actually pretty nuts. Am I going to have to invis my warden? No, we're good. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh my goodness. You know, the fire spit is actually not as good a fireball as I thought, because I already cleared the clan castle for the most part. There's probably ice golems in there actually, so maybe I still will. We're actually going to rage the warden, because I can't really invis those buildings on the left hand side, because then my flame flinger gets super messed up, right? Let's go ahead and put this here. King, queen, this. Oh, what just happened? I don't know what just happened. Okay, good fireball. I don't know. What was that? Somebody tell me. I just did something to the screen. Oh, the warden died? Oh, frick this attack. I think we'll still probably triple, if I had to guess. I just need to keep my queen alive. Free, if I can do that. Putting the last furnaces down so that we have time to get rid of them all. Let's go ahead and just put our balloon down. Oh, Royal Champion got wrecked. Okay, keep the queen alive. Monolith needs to go down. We're actually going to just knock the... Oh, no! Yeah, I think we'll still be okay. Barely, but we will. Don't let your warden die like I did. 98, 99, 100. Alright, so if you get a base with a center hook tower, obviously avoid that if you can, but in this situation, this is a must fireball. I think you have to deal with that center area with a fireball. I don't really think there's any way around that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put the warden... I'm actually not 100% sure. Let's see if we can just get this down. Perfect. We'll put a flank flinger right here. Okay, let's have the ward on this side. We're just going to fireball anything in the middle. It's not even worth putting a furnace down there because the multi-inferno will get any fire mites out of the way before it can even get any value. So not even going to worry about that. What we can do actually is put a furnace right over here maybe. Oh, I put it in the expo. Genius. Don't do that. Dang, the expos have... Oh, that's crazy. What we're going to do is actually send our king and our queen right here too to help deal with this enemy queen. We're going to just kind of work everybody here together. Now, unfortunately, because of this, I will just deploy the flank flinger manually before it even goes all the way, if that makes sense. Oh, well, I could have, I guess, just done that, but I can still fireball the course. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, so ice block you. We're going to rage the Royal Champion too, because she'll deal with that entire section. Yeah, I didn't think about having my king just get hooked, but normally that's not as easy as that. That seemed way easier than it normally is. Okay, we're just going to invis the Royal Champion. Probably one more time. Because I think with the Phoenix, she'll get the Town Hall now. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, there we go. Phoenix should be there to help tank and kind of do some other damage. Alright, I feel pretty good about CWL this month. I've been trying pretty hard for the first time in a long time, like in Legend League and stuff, so I've been using the same attack over and over again, which I really have not done for a very long time. So this is going to be, I'm feeling pretty good about this upcoming season. So these are like the bases that are kind of nightmares for this attack because like it seems like fireballing the hook tower in the middle, it doesn't get you great value, right? You're going to get 3 buildings, the clan castle, hook tower, and the monolith, which doesn't seem great, but we're going to do that because that's kind of what you have to do. So let's go ahead and put our warden down here. Where can I get flank flinger value anywhere? We're going to try and get that down. Oh, well, that's really unfortunate. Now, if I place this correctly, that's actually nuts. That's a little scary. We're going to fireball the monolith. So maybe when the ricochet cannon goes down, multi-archer tower should go down here in a second, right? No? Okay. Yeah, we get the CC, we get that. Okay, that's a pretty good fireball. We could have maybe spread the earthquakes out a little bit to get that multi-inferno, but I'm not going to nitpick over that. Let's get these guys in here. We'll put a headhunter with you guys. We're going to put a couple of furnaces over in this warden area. Send our last Coco Loon with him. And then we're hoping that we can get this fire spitter out of the way before it really starts attacking my healers. Ideally. That would be great. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Let's just raid you guys here. We'll wall break once again, just to get these guys into this core. And this should be where we kind of go nuts, because I still have my king ability, which I will wait to use just a little bit. There, probably good. We're just going to deploy the Flame Flinger automatically now. I don't think it's going to really get anything for me. And, wow, okay, so there you go. There's the proof. If you get a subpar fireball, but it's in the core and it gets rid of that hook tower, you can still absolutely crush the base. So you don't need to get 10 buildings with your fireball, right? So there we go. Locked in for CWL. That's what I'm talking about, baby.